What's happening, baby?
Everything's happening.
It's all happening.
Little child of mine, you'll be loving like your little mother did. Heard it somewhere before. I won't leave you, no, not like my father did. Heavy country blues keep a rocking, keep that soul beat a socking. Country blues keep a rockin', keep that soul beat a sockin'.
Folks, you're at Chongqing, China. Look at this. It's 6:30 p.m. Friday, the busiest hour of the week. And you're at Guangzhou, the crowded spot of the city. Look at the size of the traffic. So many people, so many cars, bumper to bumper, barely moving. Some say it's bad. You know what I say? I say it's incredible. Look at the people, young people mostly, rubbing shoulders, rubbing elbows. A lot of energy, a lot of buying power to me. Driving economy. You want to see growth? You take a good look around. If you've never been to Chongqing before, you have to come here. You have to experience the hospitality the city has to offer.
I miss you again. I like the sunlight through my eyes. I want to cry. I miss you again. I like the sunlight through my eyes. I want to cry.
It was used for an experiment by a professor. And it was for evolutionary development, and it went completely out of bounds. He kind of like went centuries and millennia, then millions of years of man's development. He eventually took over the experiment, whether the professor wanted it or not. And he was able to like play Bach by looking at it. He never played music at all. It was just simple mathematics. Then he evolved a little bit more, and then he started comparing us to like a starfish or a chimpanzee. He's like, why worry about killing us? Give me nothing. And then when he was about to wipe out civilization because we're inferior, he discovered he was almost godlike. And at that point, he had a head like this, and big pointy ears and 6 fingers. And he said, you horrify me. You are beneath, and all this. And then I'm going to, and then it no longer mattered. And he said, "Want to become like eternal with eternity and pure thought." And he took it, had his girlfriend like hypnotized her to like accelerate it till he'd become like a living cloud or something. And she got her sanity for 1 second and pulled him back with the lever, and almost went too far and turned him into a chimpanzee, and had to go a little bit forward to save them.
Little child of mine, you'll be loving like your little mother did. Heard it somewhere before. I won't leave you, no, not like my father did. Heavy country blues keep a rockin', keep that soul beat a sockin'. Heavy country blues keep a rockin', keep that soul beat a sockin'.
Probe it, you can breed it, you can do different things to it.
It is like a great grandparent of a tribble.
It's like a dead gerbil. It is a tribble. It's a tribble.
Yeah, the trouble with tribbles.
The trouble with
Sorry.
take it to the portal. This'll let the 6 finger.
Outer limits.
I'll miss you again. I like the sunlight through my eyes. I won't cry. I'll miss you again. I like the sunlight through my eyes. I won't cry. I'll miss you again. I
Fleetwood Mac inaugurating this edition of It's All Happening, your audiophonic venture through our world through music. I'm Andy Valeri, your producer and host, as we set sail for the next hour over your airwaves and digistreams via this participatory production of the Cultural Liberation Front. So keep your dials and ears tuned as we venture forward through this musical journey, one engineered in full spectrum dominance for your listening pleasure. We're going to keep things moving forward with this telling wisdom from Northern Ireland's David Holmes, along with Raven Violet, and there, it's over if we run out of love.
Almost distinguish between art and content. I've always really disliked the word content.
Step into the light, give me a sign. 'Cause you are a mountain I must climb. The road is long, I keep on losing my way. The night is young and you've got nothing to say. I remember back when we were young. They said that people stay would surely come. It's over now if we run out of love. Just like the nights we sang a young man's song. They said that people stay would surely come. It's over now if we run out of love. It's been so long since we were dressed to kill. You look to me like $1 million bill. Baby, it's alright, we got time on our side. I see you walking with a friend of mine. Hey, pretty girl, don't you think he looks so fine? Baby, it's alright, we got love on our side.
Greed, it ain't going anywhere. The richest person in the world is the most unhappy one. They should have that in a big billboard across Times Square. You know, think on that. Without people, you're nothing. That's my speech.
I remember back when we were young. They said that people stay would surely come. It's over now if we run out of love. Just like the nights we sang a young man's song. They said that people stay would surely come. It's over now if we run out of love.
PowerPoint. There is no power in those points and no point in those presentations. We have been brainwashed into believing that PowerPoint gives us the power to express ourselves creatively. But the only power it has is to kill our souls. F PowerPoint and f your Excel spreadsheet too. Those columns and rows represent the metal bars of the prison cell of your brain. Free yourself from the soul-killing software of Excel and PowerPoint and live a more meaningful existence.
Simple living's a porcupine, it's a porcupine. To live in sin, all the simple living's a porcupine, it's a porcupine. My mother told me you better wash it down with some turpentine, some turpentine. My father wrote a senator a letter from Argentine, from Argentine. To live in sin, all the simple living's a porcupine, it's a porcupine. To live in sin, all the simple living's a porcupine, it's a porcupine. Lights off and voices down, such a straight time, such a straight time. Bring us cigarettes and cigarettes and some red wine. Company man with his company plans and his lonely wife, his lonely wife. Somebody cut off his company hands, but it's only right, it's only right. To live in sin, all the simple living's a porcupine, it's a porcupine. To live in sin, all the simple living's a porcupine, it's a porcupine. Straight black hair and dark and eyes, such a sweet night, such a sweet night. Bring us cigarettes and cigarettes and some red wine. The people try to get it on together once or twice, once or twice. They said things can only get better, it's only lies, lonely lies. To live in sin, all this simple living's a porcupine, it's a porcupine. To live in sin, all this simple living's a porcupine, it's a porcupine. To live in sin, to live in sin.
Now, to participate in your social group, you are required to create content. And when you do that, AI analyzes the sentiment of the content, and if it's not saying or showing anything that isn't of interest to the platform, for example, talking about a government coup on TikTok, then it is viewed by users who have shown interest in that topic. The content would then be graded by the amount of time that users would spend looking at it before moving on to the next photo or video. And the higher it scores, the more people it's shown to. And once it's graded as a useful video, it is shown to people who are most likely to feel rewarded by watching it. An algorithm priority and optimized placement in this cycle can be purchased at a premium, in which case TikTok also takes between 10 and 15% commission of a sale.
It's all happening here over your airwaves at Digistreams with some 1970s German, Spanish, lesbian, vampire movie soundtrack work. Coming on the heels of a classic rocker from Tim Easton, here to complete the first set of this program. For more info on all the content featured in the program, as well as other episodes in the series, feel free to visit the It's All Happening website at bigbeef.com. There's no need to go scrolling, as we've got lots more content to come right here, so keep your dials and your ears tuned in right here where
It's all happening.
It's a good time for me to play you an old-timey German folk song in Italian. Sono lavoratore del mini calcolatore. Sono lavoratore del mini calcolatore. Io sottraggo e aggiungo. Io controllo e compongo. Sono lavoratore del mini calcolatore. Sono lavoratore del mini calcolatore. Io sottraggo e congiungo. Io controllo e compongo. Sono lavoratore del mini calcolatore. Sono lavoratore del mini calcolatore. Sono lavoratore del mini calcolatore. Sono lavoratore del mini calcolatore.
Today's wordies. Content, meaning, everything that is contained within something. The amount of a particular substance that is included as part of something.
All we do know is that, objectively, it is one of the, if not the largest and most powerful organization on the planet and in the history of humanity. I mean, if you have a organization that's more powerful than the Department of Defense in the history of humans, like, let me know. I want to know about it. But as far as I can tell, there's nothing bigger and more powerful than the United States military.
Look at me now. Sugar rush, but also so slow. Oh, renewal on my skin and floating in my blood. Stuck in my teeth and on the tip of my tongue. Oh, yet I cannot see it. Ooh, my, come on, don't give me that side eye. I swear I will move. set the ship away.
Everything is content. Social media companies have made these apps more addictive than ever by letting everything go viral and making it all worthy of your attention. They've turned us into content monsters. Our constant need for stimulation has lowered the bar of what we consider watchable.
Streaming services just put out lower and lower effort garbage to mirror what we watch online. AI-generated voiceovers and B-roll are only going to make things worse.
We're throwing everything at the wall, and everything's sticking. Walking to the gym? That's hashtag content. Grab a mic and trigger the libs. That's hashtag content. Film yourself sobbing in your car. That's hashtag content. Build a following on social media by telling other people how to build a following on social media by telling other people how to build a following on social media. That's hashtag content. I get that it's fun to watch people do weird and niche things, but there certainly has to be a line, and this certainly has to be close to it. Make one viral video, then make parts 2 through 10 delving into the making of that viral video, then get stuck making that same viral video for the rest of your sad existence. That's hashtag content.
Like what you see? Parts 2 through 35 coming soon.
But for real though, I am making a part 2 about how everyone's a creator, so if you liked this, watch that.
Driving down a rich kid avenue, with tires attaining the pavement. Attaining, it's supposed to be painting. Just a second. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Driving down a rich kid avenue, my tires are painting the pavement blue, and I'm thinking how much this place reminds me of you. Women and children out walking with their spouses, wonder what goes on in other people's houses, and I wonder if they'd like out as bad as me. Cause if they're the chosen ones who everybody follows, how come their faces look so hollow? They'll drink their champagne insincere. Stick with me and we'll drink our beer. We're driving down a rich kid avenue. We're driving down a rich kid avenue. And it's understood that my Jesus saves what you never could. You fell from grace, well that isn't so bad. But when you land in my spot, it makes us both sad. Cause if they're the chosen ones who everybody follows, how come their faces look so hollow? They'll drink their champagne insincere. Stick with me and we'll drink our beer. We're driving down a rich kid avenue. We're driving down a rich kid avenue. You fit just like a cyst, but you burn like a tumor. Losing your faith to a bad sense of humor.
It's time for Band on the Run, a feature segment of the program that spotlights music that has, at some point in time, or for one reason or another, been banned or restricted by the powers that claim to be, usually by declaring any airplay or distribution of the material verboten. Today we feature a song by a band that, despite their undisputed global popularity, was banned from performing in the Australian state of Queensland in 1976 due to concerns regarding their indecent costumes and the members living together outside of marriage. Pressured by a letter-writing campaign by Christian groups in the country, deeming the group a, quote, threat to morals, the ban was later lifted after the state government eventually changed hands. But the main song we're featuring here is actually the outfit's biggest single-selling hit, one that tells the tale of two old freedom fighters from the Mexican Revolution. However, the popularity of such an ode to revolutionary sentiments didn't quite jibe with various Central and South American dictators at the time who were concerned a song of such nature, may put some ideas in the heads of people already opposed to their governments and in those regions, and thus efforts were made to restrict the playing and distribution of the song in those countries. Unfortunately for them, such efforts couldn't stop the worldwide popularity of the song, as well as its resonating with the political sensitivities of many of the people in their own countries. So here it is, amplified in its full pop glory, in spite of the efforts of the authoritarian regimes of U.S.-sponsored dictators south of the border to keep it out of people's ears and heads and hearts. This is Abba with Fernando.
Can you hear the drums, Fernando? I remember long ago another starry night like this. In the firelight, Fernando, you were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. I could hear the distant drums and sounds of bugle calls were coming from afar. They were close now, Fernando. Every hour, every minute seemed to last eternally. I was so afraid, Fernando. We were young and full of life, and none of us prepared to die. And I'm not ashamed to say the roar of guns and cannons almost made me cry. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando. Now we're old and gray, Fernando. Since many years I haven't seen a rifle in your hand. Can you hear the drums, Fernando? Do you still recall the fateful night we crossed the Rio Grande? I can see it in your eyes, how proud you were to fight for freedom in this land. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright, Fernando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Fernando. Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. If I had to
You're listening to It's All Happening, your content-laden audiophonic antidote to our interesting times. Brought to you by your friends at Big Beef Productions and Strategic Air Command. For more information on the program, please feel free to visit bigbeef.com. Stay tuned, as there is much more content to come.
Everyone's a creator! It seems like everyone has a following and everything is hashtag content.
Social media companies have made these apps more addictive than ever by letting everyone go viral all the time and making every person feel like they're famous. They've essentially outsourced their labor to millions of people without any financial compensation. It's all an illusion of fame and influence with none of the monetary benefit.
Hello, everyone. You're listening to It's All Happening, where you can find a great depth of beautiful music and scintillating information. And the longer you listen, the more you can absorb yourself in the depth of this lovely program. It is going to get deeper and deeper as you just sit back and relax and take a deep breath and let your mind go deeper and deeper. 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 And deeper. And deeper. And deeper. And deeper. And deeper. And deeper, and deeper, and deeper. Take a deep breath and go deeper and deeper and deeper and
It's all happening in the eggs. Speaking of eggs, the best way to cook them I've found, put them in the little pan with a little butter on medium. Crack them, put them in there. About 2 minutes later, just put a lid over it. Let it go for about 2 more minutes, and you have a perfect basted egg. You don't have to flip it. You got a nice yolk in there. It's all happening in the pan with the lid on it.
Call and let positive forces instantly cast away the evil spirits that bring you bad luck.
Very good. Huh?
Hey, nose to the grindstone, pal. But get with the program.
Put Anxiously we ramble on down the line. And as we came to your departing destination, I bid you goodbye. With a tender smile and a revolving turnstile, you said, maybe I'll see you again sometime.
But that's not enough to hold this system together. You also need to sell all of these measures as various forms of freedom.
Long live Rockathon, offspring and tag-alongs we're finding. The history book has lost its binding. Pages everywhere, to the titans without care we read them. We conjure ghosts and then we feed them. And if it all goes well, we'll laugh a lot, and then take photographs of what we made. Lemonade, freedom cake, quick to bake, trim the tree collectively, breathe the air, fund the fair, and watch colored lights shine down, dancing around the lady's face as we learn the sound. We can keep this violent pace, though we know that ace makes race. And I'm giving you a ring for the dreams of the weekend we all sing. For the dreams of the weekend we all sing. For the dreams of the weekend we all sing. For the dreams of the weekend we all sing. For the dreams of the weekend we all sing. For the dreams of the weekend we all drink. For the dreams of the weekend we all
Senator, they are evacuating the embassy. We must leave.
Hey, I see Jenny, and she's looking at me.
Listening to It's All Happening, your weekly audiophonic venture into our world through music. As we close this edition out with Brisbane's The Dangermen taking us on the wrong train home. And speaking of trains, we had Dayton, Ohio's We Scholars on the last train to Willoughby, as well as another Dayton band, Guided by Voices, with their homage to the Weed King from their classic Propeller release. I'm Andy Valeri, your producer and host, thanking you for tuning in and making It's All Happening part of the soundtrack of your day. For more information on all the content featured on the program, including links to other episodes in the series, please feel free to visit our website at bigbeef.com. There's plenty of additional content available from It's All Happening via the social media realm. Content you can help share by clicking the like, follow, and share buttons, which is always appreciated. And a big thank you to all the great radio stations that deliver the show to you over your public airwaves. Tune in again next week where, barring a complete breakdown of the social order or confiscation of our liberties by a fascistic coup, we'll be back again with more of the audiophonic antidote to the cultural toxins of our age. As our one and only dear comrade supreme maximum leader, the Red Cool himself, regularly preaches, we're here to deliver the sounds of cool towards helping heal an uncool world. And that's a world in which
it's all happening.
Got 2 books for the Queen. Very good.
jelly, teeth, toast. Walk in them, done. Hey! I'm gonna try to trap it. Go right here. Go. Nice. Tap it out. Nice. Check. I will do it, Bobby.
The preceding program has been a presentation of Strategic Air Command, a proud subsidiary of Big Beef Productions.
Well, time to stop creating content and start creating some value for shareholders.